Hi guys, welcome back to another episode with Accrington. It's been a busy time for me at work with certain festivals going on. And so we're back and we're going to have a bumper episode. We're going to get the season finished in this episode. We have 30 games gone in the season, so we have 12 games to go, I believe. I think there's 22 teams in the league, so that's 42, or is there 24 teams? 24 teams, so that's 23 home and away, 46, 16 games to go. We will look to get all 16 games done in this episode, maybe a bumper one. I may split it into two, but I'll probably make it a bumper one. Right, Reveo is out injured. Other than that, Gale is back. Winter can come in. Derek Weissmeyer, can Weissmeyer play right back, sorry. Let's have a look. No, he can't. I'm sure Derek can. I'm sure Derek can play anywhere. He can, yes. Baker and Lutzer can come in. Cyrilich for Drury. Swap Drury and Dow over. Let's have Gammon off the bench. And let's go with... who do we have? We've got a centre mid in Dompe already there. We'll go with Bijimine, just to have, so we've got a centre back on the bench and a fully fit one at that. Right, Swansea at home, they are in 5th place. We're only 3 points behind them. We are at home. They have won 2 and lost 1 of their last 3. We could do with a win here. It would put us nicely into the playoff picture, I believe. It's a draw. Dow and Donnelly with the goals 4 minutes apart. Okay, I can handle that result. That leaves us still in 7th place, just outside of the playoff places, but we have a nice break now where hopefully we can get everyone back to near enough full fitness. We'll have to see. I'll have a look at the table to see how far we are off automatic promotion. If we're only a few points off, then we're okay. Wales want us to be their manager. I really want to accept it, but I'm just going to have to reject everything. I want to concentrate on Accrington and get as much done with them as I can. Right, so we're 11 points behind automatic promotion. It is a bit of a tough ask. We're only 1 point off Fulham. It would be nice to get up to 3rd and 4th just to solidify a playoff place and then take it from there. Right, down, back across to the right, and Cyrilich back in. Briveo, are you fully fit? The answer is no, so I am left with not many strikers, which is a bit of a worry. I'll stick with that team. Let's have a look at loan play, see if I can bring anyone back from loan. Who do I have in my youth academy? Zambia. See, this guy, Rocha da Silva Sejas, is going to want to come up this season. I'm fairly certain he is, because he's 17 years of age. This guy, Rimerick, looks an absolute godly player. Potential between 84 and 90, centre mid playmaker. Fantastic, but I was looking at loan players. Loaned out. Meneses has been loaned out. We could look to call him back. Yes, let's do that. Recalled. Armstrong, Van Beek, keepers, DeWitt, Omero. We'll keep all them out on loan. Player returning from loan. Ready to use. Hopefully, does that mean he's ready to use now? Because it'd be nice to have him on the bench and have a striker there. Reveo, Meneses, he is. There we go. So, having a striker on the bench it's going to ease things. And right, home game against Peterborough, who have mixed form. Beat Huddersfield, but lost to Derby and lost to Southampton. Well, I believe Southampton are in 2nd place in the league, so that's not a bad result. And we get a 3-0 win. Dow, Cyrilich and Turn with the goals. Derek was injured, which is a bit of a worry. 7 officers. Dale wants to say thanks for playing. Youth report, we're not going to worry about that. Derek is out for 9 days. Dallas has a report. 68, 82, 85 for a keeper, 90. Sign him up. And there was this guy, was a Masana. Sign him up. Nothing else really, but we'll scout the rest. Oliver Wilhelm, what do you have? 64, 79, 67, 69, 80, 78, 72, 82 and 71. Nothing there. Training injury. Gale out for 3 months. So is now going to be the time to recall another player from loan. Armstrong. Yes, let's get him back. And I am going to want to move some of my weekly wage budget over. A fair number, there we go. So yeah, we've still got $1 million there, and we've got 33 grand for wages. So we don't need to worry about anything there. One thing I actually do want to have a quick look at. Shortlist. I just want to see if any of these guys on my shortlist, who's Snodgrass, his contract is expiring, but I can't do anything about him. Just want to see if there is anyone whose contract is expiring who I can look to sign up. But there are guys whose contracts are who are up for renewal, but it's just not letting me sign up. I may have missed the window. In that case, yeah, I'll take the blame for that. But things like that, Devontae Cole, contract expiring in 4 months, but I can't offer him a new contract. Well, sorry, not a new contract, but I can't try and sign him on a pre-contract. So maybe you can only do that until the end of the January transfer window. But I didn't believe, obviously, in the footballing world that is actually what happened. I believe you could, if a player was out of contract or coming up to be out of contract, you could just sign them up any time. Seeger wants to discuss his wages. I thought I saw. He does. Right. Contracts. Seeger. 3 years, 4 months left. You want 1 year. You got 4 grand. I'm going to offer you an extra grand. Make you a crucial, just so you have that in your locker, so you can't come around and say, I think I might be leaving. Right. Gale, we know, is injured. So we can change him with Dale. I'm sure Dale can play left back. He can. And we've got Gale on the bench still. Well, sorry, off the bench. We've got Winter, who can come on there. Vizcarrondo for Dompe. Why not? Right, Vizcarrondo can come straight back into the team. Yeah. See, we've not got a bad team there. I mean, Dale's he's young, and he's going to be a great player. He was our Scout of Future Star. And he's only 71 rated, but you've got Gale when he's back fit. You've got the makings of a team that's 75 minimum rated there. So we should be looking to get promoted this season and potentially hold our own. I'm not saying we're going to do really well in the Premiership and fly high, but I think we should be able to hit 14th, 15th maybe. But a 2-0 defeat at Bolton in a local derby isn't the sort of result that's going to get us promoted, or even anywhere near the playoffs. We're now 4 points behind Fulham, who are in the final playoff place, which isn't too good. And Alutza is out for 2 months, so and Dale is suspended. So things have just gone from bad to worse, and we have a game in 3 days' time with a knackered team. Seeger has accepted that contract. Thanks, fella. Right. So Turn is going to stay in. Meneses is going to come in. Alutza out. Baker in. Cyrillic out. Arskiata in. Dale suspended. Winter in. Baker for Pasilic. Vizcarrondo. Let's give Dompe a game. Dale needs to come off the bench. Gammon is fully fit. Interesting. Let's put you on the bench. Derek could potentially do with a break anyway. You know what? Weissmeyer could do with a break as well. So we're going to go with Armstrong and then Winter, Friedrich. Yeah, that'll do. That team should be okay for this game. We are playing Birmingham. who I don't believe they're up there. Auto replaced the problem. I don't know what the problem was. Right, Birmingham have won one, drawn one, lost one. Not scored many, but also not conceded many, which is, I would say it's a worry, because the way EA goes, they could suddenly just hit us like that with at least one goal. But hopefully we can get I'll get something from the game. There we go, 2-1 up, and I'm just going to take a quick drink, guys, so I will let this just run out. And there we go, 2-all. Not the greatest. And yeah, the game ends 2-2. And that's my Tetris lamp falling down. Wonderful. Right, press conference. Actually, I'm going to use the press conference. I want to motivate my team. We need to get back on winning ways. We need to motivate them. We've got a bit of a break. Hopefully we can get most of these players back to full fitness. Right, if not, we do have a few coming back. Arasciata, Cirilic, yes. Dale back in there. Weissmeyer can come back in. Vizcarrondo, yes. And Baker, yes. Drury, let's keep you there. Right, that'll do. And then this game against Blackburn is one. See, I don't know where Blackburn are in the table. They are 14th, so theoretically, this game is one that we should be winning. But then again, at Blackburn, I suppose a draw. So Saturday the 14th of March in the year 2020. And this episode is coming to you on Saturday the 14th of March 2015. So in 5 years' time, we're going to be back on the same date. Interesting. Cirilic puts us 1-0 up. And Cirilic makes it 2. Long got one back for Blackburn. But we take the game 2-1. I'm going to take a draw at Blackburn. But yeah, victory is deserved. And we've now got a nice break until the game against Wolves. Hopefully, we've got players leaving international duty. Hopefully there is not that many of them. And, right, we'll have a look. Vizcarrondo, I think, could be one. And I'm trying to think who else normally leaves international duty. I thought we'd got rid of most of them. Cirilic, you want to play the next game. I'm fairly certain you are going to play the next game, fella. I think I just rested you. Or did I rest you in the last game? Right, I'm going to praise my team following getting back on winning ways. Players leaving. Arasciata, Vizcarrondo, Cirilic and Gamin. Holy crap. So, Cirilic, you may not be playing in this game. No. So, we're going to go with Drury. We're going to go with Vasilic. And we're going to go with Derek. We'll let the bench sort itself out. But we'll go with those players for this game against Wolves. And yeah, if we let the bench sort it, we'll just let it auto replace the bench. Wolves are in 5th. So this is a game, we are at home. It would be nice to get a win, but a draw would also be acceptable considering where Wolves are in the table. They have conceded in every game. So sod's law, EA is going to screw me here, and it's going to be a Wolves win, and they're going to keep a clean sheet. Players are taking a long time to warm up as well, which is never a good sign. And there's a 2-1 win. Turn with both goals. And they were in the space of 4 minutes, 2 minutes either side of half time. And Vasilic, thanks for playing you so much. Disappointed not to start. You're away on international duty. This is why surely it's not difficult to put in there that a player understands when he's away on international duty and that he was not going to be played for me. Ugh. Okay. Briveo coming back, and the board are saying I'm the right man for the job apparently. Well, if you want to sack me, you can sack me. You probably sack me because I'm not going to get automatic playoffs. Well, I'm not going to get automatic promotion. We may hit the playoffs. If we hit the playoffs, I'll probably do them in this episode as well. So it could be, yeah, we could be looking at a 40-minute episode. We'll have to see how we get on. Coming up to the end of March though. Briveo says he's okay to play. Well, I'm going to put you on the bench, fella. India have offered me a chance to play, a chance to manage them. I'm going to turn that down, unfortunately. It's an interesting appointment to go from Accrington to Delhi, Mumbai and manage, but I'll leave it for the time being. And Briveo, you are going to come onto the bench. Are you okay to come onto the bench? You said you're nearly fully fit, so why not? And yeah, we need, so that's 2 wins in the bounce, isn't it? Beat Wolves, beat Blackburn. Derby now, who are 3 points behind us, so a draw would be an acceptable result just to keep Derby behind us. Obviously, a win is ideal to strengthen our position in the playoff places. And I'm sure Olmero, isn't he on loan at Derby? The keeper they've got, isn't he my keeper that's on loan? Russell got the goal and Seeger got an equaliser. I'm going to have a look at that. I'm sure Olmero is on loan at Derby. On loan at Derby County. So my keeper played against me. Okay. Oh, nice to see he's getting game time. Even if, yeah, it took us a while to break him down. But yeah, I did say I'd take a draw against Derby. It was, I want to say a fair result. Obviously, not having a clue about the game, I can't tell if it was a fair result or not. But it was what I would accept in terms of not losing ground on teams above us too much, and also teams below us. I.e., Derby was one of them. They weren't gaining too much ground on us. Right, Dallas has a report. 72-89 for Navas, who's a keeper, but we'll sign him up. 70, 81, 68, and 91. Another keeper. Sign him up. And Wilkhelm. Tell me you've got something half decent this month. 67, 94. Sign him up. And the rest are absolute. Ooh, 93. And we have a report. Navas, keeper can come up now. That's just joined Aurelio. Another keeper can come up, but we don't know whereabouts he's going to be. Paul Sambia between 60 and 64 as a centre mid. Rocha de Silva has his overall is shocking at the moment. His potential is going down. This guy, I can't wait for Terrell Wimerink to join us. So, 37 games into the season. A couple of important ones coming up now. Huddersfield, and it looked like Crystal Palace after that. We have just slipped out of the playoff places. We're only 4 points behind Wolves, who are in 4th. So it'll be nice to get up there and get into the playoff places and have that breathing space, so we know that when it comes to, say, 2 games to go in the season, we are going to be in the playoffs. And in this Huddersfield game, we get a 2-1 win. Baker and Turn with the goals. Baker from the penalty spot. Lully equalised, and Turn got the winner with half an hour to go. Crystal Palace coming up. I think Briveo will start this game. What are my 2 officers? Press conference. I'll motivate my team. It seemed to work last time. I will praise them actually because they won the last game. And right. Turn, score. So Seeger out, Briveo in. Baker out, Vizcarondo back in. Wow, Cyrillic. So we have Araskiata there. Basilic. Nope. Derek Gamin can come back in. Gale isn't fully fit yet. Weissmeyer, Derek, I'll have Winter and give him a game. I know it's nice to keep a winning team and keep that winning mentality, but it's keeping everyone happy and having them fresh legs out there. We are back in the playoffs now. We've gone up to 6th place, so this is a game we need to solidify our position, not losing, keep that winning mentality going, yada yada yada, all that. And we get shafted 3-0. O'Keefe with 2 and Balassi with 1. Reading coming up soon enough. Play conversation. Brevale wants to discuss his wages. Okay, mate, I am keen to get you a new contract. So let's have a look. New contract. And you are on the moment 3 grand. You want 10 grand. I'll give you yeah, let's give you 10 grand. Crucial first team player. So that will leave that. Plus, I suppose you've got 3 years, 3 months, so that's 4 years, 3 months left on your contract if you sign. I potentially should have offered you a bit more because I know it's going to come back and say you want to leave. So potentially it's my mistake, but what can you do? Right, Gamin out, Derek in, Weissmeyer back in, Dale out. We'll have Armstrong in there, give him a game. Cyrilich back in, Baker back in. Dompe's gone up to a 71, we'll give him a game. Gamin off the bench, can come on. No. Right, Gale looks like he's getting somewhere on his way back. He may be back with us before the end of the season. And again, I suppose, was it 3 months he was out for? And that was in February, so he may not be back. Right, Reading have conceded in 2 of their last 3. They have scored in every game, so we do need to try and hold them to at least 1, and maybe we can get 2. There's their 1, but we get 4. Cyrilich with 2, Brevale with 1, Baker with 1. And Sordell missed a penalty when it was 2-1. That could have made it 2-2. Wow. It's a fantastic result. For suspension over for Gamin, thank you. Brevale still hasn't done anything about his contract, so that is a slight worry. We have a week off till our next game, and we've got 6. There we go, contract offer accepted. So it's not a shafting deal, it's a thanks. Right, Sheffield Wednesday coming up. I'm happy that we've got Brevale signed up. I may ship him off if we get a half decent offer. Sticking with the winning team here. Dompe hopefully played well in that last game. I'm keeping him in. Cyrilich we know played well. Baker we know played well. Brevale played well. Turn is going to be a legend, so we need to give him as much game time as possible. 1-1 draw. Baker with the goal. That's 2-2, and Stevie May with the goal for Sheffield Wednesday. Winter wants to play more. I can't change a winning team, but the team didn't win the last game, fella, so you will be in for this next game. And the next game is only a couple of days away, so I need to refresh the legs anyway. And we've slipped outside of the playoff places again. So we need to beat Brighton. Armstrong out, Dale in, Winter back in, Vizcarondo in, Vasilic back in, Drury in, Seeger back in. So I know for next season we want to look at potentially bringing in a central defender. Right, Brighton at home. They've scored and conceded in every game. They've won 1, drawn 1, lost 1. Nice fresh legs. Hopefully their squad isn't as good as ours in terms of depth, and they would have played at the weekend as well. 4-0 win. Turn with 2, Drury and Dow with the goals. Brevale came on but looked to be injured. Let's hope it's not for long. 8 weeks broken collarbone. Jesus. So he looks like he's getting injured. He looks like he's very injury prone, which is a worry. We may have to do something about that next season. Right. 3 days rest, and then Fulham, and then Leicester. Holy crap. South Africa International Management. No thanks. Tempting, to go to Durban, Johannesburg and such. But, oh, cancel. What's the problem? It's Brevea. Is it Brevea? No. Right, Seager turn, Drury, Arasciata, Dompe back in, Gamin back in, Weissmeyer back in, Breveo off the bench, Meneses is on the bench. I don't have a centre back, so we'll go Bijimi on the bench. Right, final few games. We need some points. We need definitely some points. Fulham away, who are 2 points above us. Okay, I'm going to say a draw. I'll take a draw in this game, especially as seeing that Fulham have won their last 3 games all by a scoreline of 2-1. So we can get a 1-1 draw here. Would be nice. Oh, there we go. Woodrow missed a penalty, Turn with the opening goal, and then Roberts with the equaliser. And Leicester, who are in the chasing pack for a playoff place, so a draw here I'd accept. Wow. Team is starting to look a bit knackered. Drury back in. Derek back in. Friedrich back in. Right. This game is a worry. I believe we're at home for this one. No, we're away. Wow, 2 away games in a row. Once again, yeah, take a draw. Looking at it, a low-scoring draw, as Leicester do concede. Vizcarrondo sent off. Turn scored in the 52nd minute. Turn missed a penalty in the 79th. Holy shit, we could have walked away from the Walkers with all 3 points. Bastards. Right. Okay, so how many games left in the season? 2 games left, and 3 points separates Accrington in 6th and Bolton in 9th. Holy crap. Look at that, we've drawn 16 games. Scored 70. We are the 4th highest scorers behind Leicester, Swansea and Crystal Palace. And apart from, there's Bolton, who've conceded 58, Fulham conceded 50, we've conceded 50, Fulham have conceded 51. And you look at the others, Leicester 49, yeah, but Middlesbrough 41, Wolves 44. See, if we'd conceded even 5 less, that's potentially, we can call it 6 points more. That puts us firmly in the playoffs. I don't think we were good enough this season to go up, but who knows? And is that Preston I see? Is that their badge? I bloody well hope so, because I think we've got a chance of beating them. Maritz wants to play. Weissmeyer doesn't want to play the next game, but Dale does. Training injury, Baker out for 9 days. Vilcom has a report, and a quick look down says there is no one. We'll scout everyone further, and Dallas also has a report. And 94 max. Sign him up. We'll leave that there. Preston at home. Right. Meneses, no. Vizcarrondo out. Dompe in. Weissmeyer wants a rest. Winter can come in. Drury out. Arasciata in. Vizcarrondo off the bench for Lutzer, but you're slightly injured. At least you're coming back to somewhere near full fitness. I am starting to worry now with the state of the squad going forward. This game against Preston could bite us in the ass. They're in very mixed form. They've got taken 3 points out of a potential 9, and 4-1 turn with all 4 goals. Wow. 4-goal hero. I'm going to see how afterwards. I'm going to look and see how many he has got for us this season. Weissmeyer said he's ready to come back. Arrascaeta out for 5 weeks. Yeah, potentially getting down to the bare bones here. But I'm pleased to say, looking at a quick look at the table, bottom right hand corner, you can see we're on 76 points. We cannot be caught. Leicester are on 72 and they're in 7th place. We have 4 points difference between us and them, and there's only 3 points available. And what's that? Friedrich wants to discuss his wage. He does. Okay, mate, what are you on? You're on 6 grand. Okay, I'm going to offer you 7.5. Crucial first team player. Just to potentially get you in. Oh, scout available. Why aren't you sent out somewhere? Where do I want to send you? Let's send you to Mexico. Looking for anyone. I didn't realise. I'm wondering what I thought I only had 2. That's why I was thinking with that million I could buy another one. Okay. Right. Arrascaeta we know is out. Let's give Larson the game. Vizcarrondo. Let's give Moritz the game. Callon can have the game. Winter can stay there. Cacolata can have the game. Pasilic can have the game. Meneses can have the game. We're in the playoffs. We know we're in the playoffs. I don't believe we can adjust who we play. But we can do, but I'm happy to give some of these young guys game time. We're at home. We're playing Millwall. We'll just have to see. If it fails, it fails. We're in the playoff. We're 1-0 down early doors, but we get a 3-1 win, even with Pasilic sent off. Meneses, Larson on, I believe, his debut, and a Lutz with the goals. 5 officers. Chief exec. Pasilic 1 match ban. Gamin out for 4 months. Gale has returned. And prize money of 32 grand. What I will do now, guys, we're at half an hour. I'm going to do a squad report. We'll have a look at players and we'll try and have a look at a few stats as well. Callum, nothing obviously hasn't hardly played. Gamin is up 4. Winter hasn't moved. Friedrich up 1. Derek up 1. Moritz up 3. And that was his first game for the club. Pasilic hasn't moved. Cacoletta is up 4. That was his first game. Larson, that was his first game and he scored in his debut. Meneses hasn't moved. Turner's gone down 2. He's got 15 goals in 19 games. Drury hasn't moved. Alutso is up 3. Cyrillic up 3 and he has got 10 goals. Benjamin is up 4. Hasn't played for us yet. I should have given him a game. DeWitt is up 1. He's played 44 games with 8 clean sheets. Seeger hasn't moved. Baker is up 1. Briveo is up 1. He's got 13 goals in 31 games. Vizcarrondo is up 1. Armstrong hasn't moved, but he's not really played that much. Gale is up 1. Weissmeyer is up 3. Domp is up 2. Dale is up 1. Arrascaeta is up 1. Dow is up 2. Omero is out on loan. Played 22 games in the league and 4 games in the FA Cup. Martin van Beek is up 4, but we don't know what he's played. He's out at Wolfsburg. Wessel de Witt is at Bayern. He's gone up 4 to 65. Keepers has gone up 4. He's at Dortmund. So, let's move on and get this game done against Southampton in the playoffs. A suggestion from Alutza. He wants to play. Don't worry, mate. You were being rested in the last game. Turn and Seeger. Cyrillic back in, Vizcarrondo back in, Baker back in, Dow back in, Weissmeyer, and then swap you there. Friedrich, Derek, Vasilic off the bench. Look at our bench, it's absolutely haggard. And Dompe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 injuries, 1 suspension. A 4. Larson. And David back in goal. You guys are probably screaming at me about that one. So, at home against Southampton, who lost their final 2 games. Fulham beat them, and they got beat by Bournemouth. So I suppose you'd call that a local derby, Southampton-Bournemouth. South Coast derby. So they've got Klein Yoshida still, Schneidling still there, Ramirez, Ward-Prowse, Rodriguez, Mayuka still there, Tadic is there, Wanyama still there. Turn has picked up a knock, but hopefully that's not too serious. Cyrillic has put us 1-0 up. We just need to keep that clean sheet. Meneses on for Turn. Hopefully Turn is not out for too long. Seeger has been booked. Do not get yourself sent off. We cannot afford to be down to 1 striker. So that's a 1-0 win in the first leg of the playoffs. Clean sheet. Most importantly now, Turn out for 3 days. Olutzer wants to play more. And Friedrich doesn't know if he wants to sign that new contract, even though we asked for a new contract. Vasilic is back and Winter is now suspended, so I'm glad Winter's suspension is now out of the way. Turn was out for 3 days, but it looks like we have at least a week's break till our game in the second leg. Right, Sky and update, I don't give a crap about that right now. Squad. Winter out. So Dale there, and swap him with Derek. Winter off the bench, who Matty Gale is coming back to fitness. Vasilic is back to somewhere near fitness, but we seem to be okay. I am liking the look of this team. Right, away against Southampton. On Monday night, they're playing, wow, they're going defensive. Vizcarrondo booked early doors. We could do with that just being a little hiccup. Seeger has put us 1-0 up with an away goal. Vizcarrondo sent off. Did not need that. Ferrari has made it 1-1. Mane looks like he could be injured for Southampton. Southampton, I believe, need to score at least, well, so you need to score at least 1 to take it to extra time potentially, but Turn has put us 2-1. So Southampton need to score 3 goals to win 4-2 on the night. And they don't, because obviously Southampton had won 4-2 on the night. They'd have won 4-3 in aggregate. If they'd have won 3-2 on the night, I believe I would have gone through on away goals. But I'm not 100% certain on that, or whether it would have gone to extra time. I think it would have gone to away goals. Winter. Placed on the transfer list. I'm happy for you to be placed on the transfer list. I think there's other utility players I can find there, and I'll give you them. I could do with the money. But I bet you don't say that if and when we get through this final against Wolves. But we'll have to see actually what happens. Youth player wants out. Well, no, I'm going to sign him up. I knew this time was coming. No, not you, staff. It was Russia, wasn't it? Offer contract. There we go. It just gets him signed up. Press conference. I am going to use this press conference to motivate my team. And yeah, we will get this right. Motivate. Big game coming up. Obviously Vizcarrondo suspended, but we can handle that, I think. Meneses, you won't be starting the game, mate. You'll be coming on. You're my deadly weapon off the bench. A Lutzer, it's gamble with a Lutzer. Right, Vizcarrondo off, and we'll go with Winter, Dompe, Bijimi off, Pasilic on the bench. Yes. Right. Can we... Wolves. Please, God, let me beat Wolves. So, wow, they drew with Fulham and then got the result. So they got the job done in the first leg and beat them 2-0. Friedrich booked early doors. I do not need another sending off here. We could do without being shafted with a sending off. Goulburn potentially injured for Wolves. And half time it's 0-0. Nothing much happening. No substitutions either, which is very interesting. Could do with that. I'd love to sneak it now, but it'd be so much heartache. Right, 0-0 in extra time. Please don't go to penalties. Come on, Rasmus Turn. Surely you can get me a winner, Rasmus Turn. You can't. Well, we win 4-3 on penalties. Accrington Stanley in the Premier League. Earmuffs, but fuck yes, it's about time. Please, board, give me some cheddar to spend. Seeger, thanks. Meneses disappointed not to start. Player suspended. Friedrich suspension over Vizcarrondo. Tournament prize money 85 grand for winning the playoffs. Fuck you. Arskiata. Youth player wants out. Rimerick wants his contract cancelled. Not a chance, fella. You are being signed up. You are being signed up. Offer contract. I'll call you an important first team player because you will be eventually. Are we in May yet for these guys? We are in May yet, so you know what? I will look to sign most of these youth players up now. We're looking to get on to 45 minutes here, so I'll sign these up and then I'll call it a day there. Although we could look to see, I may keep it going. I'll try and get through to the start of the new season so you guys can see the budget very, very quickly. But yeah, we won 4-3 on penalties. Contract offer accepted, declined. I don't believe I'll be playing the squad role, says Rimmerink. Okay, we'll call you a future first team player then and see what happens. Contract. Future first team player, see if you accept that. And then once most of them have signed the contract, I'll look to see how all these guys are rated. Winter wants to go. Friedrich doesn't know what he wants to do because we're in the Premier League now. And manager awarded. Manager of the month. Thanks very much. Rimerick has accepted that contract. Aurelio has accepted. Sambia has accepted. Chief report. 83, right. 91. Ooh. Sign him up. And another one. 65. Anyone half decent here? Was there an 86, did I say? Potentially a striker. We'll sign him up just to see what he looks like. And right. We can go to contracts. Contract offer accepted from Briveo. Sambia is 67. Rimerick is 70. Rochesay has his 59. Masana is 53. Keeper is 61. Aurelio. Keeper is 59. Navas. Okay. And we had another couple of youth players, didn't we? But we don't know where these guys are going to be yet. Barrios, we didn't offer him a contract. Not yet. And we don't know where this guy's going to play. We'll keep our eye on them for the time being. Oh, like Rasmus Turner gone up to a 78 there. Weissmeyer wants to discuss his wages. We're rattling through this. Gashi's got us a monthly scout report. I have a few unread emails, but I'm just going to wait. Gashi, what have you got us from Mexico? 84, 89 for a keeper. Sign them up. Scout them further. Worry about all them. We'll move forward. I will show you this, guys. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to run through the simulation for the start of the season, and then I'll call it a day. Bumper episode, I'm going to put it all up in one go rather than doing anything else. And then, yeah, bumper episode to apologise for the lack of videos. I will look to get into more of a back into the routine of putting up videos more frequently than I have been doing. End season, super season. Is it gain or transfer promotion? I didn't gain it. I didn't fulfill it. I gained promotion, but I didn't fulfill it. It wasn't automatic. But yeah, we'll have to see how we get on. I do apologise, like I said, for this being a massive episode. I do also apologise for not getting anything out sooner. I'm not going to go into why. I don't have to bore you guys with why. But yeah, we'll try and get some more episodes out. I'm going to take a break, take a week's holiday from work soon, I think, so I'll try and smash some videos out then. I'm still plodding on with Football Manager for Spurs and Nuremberg. I'll hopefully have one episode of that out next week, potentially Spurs, as yeah, I think I'm up to the end of the January transfer window, so it would be nice to do an update with Spurs. Nuremberg, we're still plodding along through the first half of the season in the Bundesliga. Not having too much chance to play that at the moment. Just bought City Skylines. If any of you guys have bought it, let me know what you think. I'm a bit indifferent about it. I'm not too sure about the controls, to be honest. But then again, I'm playing it on a Mac. I'm playing it on my MacBook Pro is what I'm playing it on, and my 40-inch TV with a HDMI cable is what I'm using to actually play the game. And I don't know, I'm a bit dubious about the controls. But getting back to FIFA, we'll have to see what happens in the Premier League. I don't know whether to use the financial takeover now or wait, because when I get sacked, and if I get sacked with Accrington, I want to do the youth challenge, and I want to potentially use the financial takeover for that and buy seriously good youth scouts to start the game with, and yeah, take over. I've got an idea of clubs I want to take over, potentially in the Segunda. I was thinking of Mallorca. I think there was someone. I think I was going to give you guys the choice of 3, and they were all in the second tier. I think there was a second tier. There was one in the second tier of Italy, one in the second tier of France, and one in the second tier of Spain. And that was going to be it. But I wasn't potentially going to do that series until this Accrington one had finished. I mean, I could call it a day with Accrington now that I've gotten to the Premier League, but we'll have to see. You guys let me know what your thoughts are, and we'll have to go through it all. Unfortunately, this is taking a bit longer, so I'm going to shut up talking now, and I am going to come back to you when this has finished. Right, guys, finally we've got to the new season. I was worried it took 10 minutes of just that loading screen. So I'll have a look and see what we've got for budget. 3.2 million and 15 grand in wages, and mid-table finish is the league objective. So 15 grand a week and 3.2 million to spend is an interesting proposition. What can we do with it? That's the question. Guys, I will let you get going, as we're now nearly at 50 minutes, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Cheers.